Alright guys, some of you were a little upset that I gave you a video about MLA format that was not done by yours truly. So I really apologize and I want to make it up to you. So here is Mrs. Rasmussen's MLA formatting video. Okay, so here you go. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to format your Word document, okay? Now remember, you have several different items within the one Word document. Your research paper is not done in separate documents. It is all one, okay? So the first page you're going to come to is actually going to be your cover page. But even your cover page needs to have the correct formatting. So we want to make sure over here in our page layout that our margins are set to 1. See? 1 inch all the way around. So we want to keep it that way. We also want to make sure over here in our paragraph section that we have line spacing set to double and that everything here is set to 0. Okay, we don't want any extra space between our double spacing. So click OK. So now I know I have it double spaced and I have 1 inch margins. That way my whole paper will be done that way. Okay, so I'm going to center the information on my cover page. Okay, so I'm going to call mine Animals Are People Too. Okay, I'm sure you'd all agree. So you can tell which side I'm on, right? Animals should have their rights, just like people. Okay, so there's the title of my paper. Then I'm going to put my name. Then I'm going to put the class, Pre-AP English 2. Let's just pretend I'm in first period. Okay. And I'm also going to put my name, since I'm the teacher, so you guys put my name, spelled correctly, Mrs. Rasmussen, right there. Okay, and then remember we have to put our date in MLA format. So it's the day, let me spell February right, February 2015. Okay, so that is the information that you should have on your cover page. Now if you want to make this bold and make it stand out a little bit, like maybe make it 14, that's okay. Alright, and then here you would insert your image, cartoon, whatever it is. Okay, so then you would have your image for your project. Now the last thing we're going to work with on this cover page is we're going to go ahead and insert our header because I don't want you to have to worry about a page break and all of that, so we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to go to, insert, and come over here to where it says header, and we're going to just pick a blank header with one column. And within that header I need to do two things. The first one is insert a page number. So I want to insert page number at the top of the page, and everything's going to be on the right side. Okay, so I insert page number, there it is on the right side of my paper. Now next to that I need to put my last name. So the header includes, this is a header, not a heading, okay? The header includes your last name plus the page number. Okay, now we also need to make this match Times New Roman 12-point font. Okay, the whole paper is in Times New Roman. Then you just double click down here somewhere and it gets rid of your header. So you can see Rasmussen 1 is at the top of the page. Okay, now you'll see when you go down to your first page where we're going to type in the rest of this, if you scroll down, you're going to see that Rasmussen 2 shows up on the second. So it will update your page number automatically. So you can't just type your name with a 2 up there. You have to insert the page number. Otherwise it will not continue to update as you type. Okay? So there's one more thing that we need to do before we're ready to start typing our paper, and that is to put in our heading. Now the heading only shows up on the first page of your paper. So that's the same thing we did with the outline. So we put our name, we put Pre-AP English 2 in our class period, so let's pretend again it's first period. Put my name, I cannot spell, I'm so sorry. Okay, and then our date, the 24th February 2015. Okay, enter one time. Then we're going to center our cursor and again write our title. So my heart-wrenching title, Animals Are People Too. Alright, so no bold, no different font. We hit enter one more time and we come back and make it left aligned. Okay, so we are now ready to type our paper. So I'm going to start with It is often said that animals are simply humans in another form. That makes no sense, but I'm just giving you an example, okay? So here's where I would start my introduction, right? So I would indent by hitting the tab key, then I would type my first paragraph, and I would continue typing my paragraphs all the way, okay? All the while down here at the bottom you can see your word count. Everyone see where it says words? That gives me my word count. So right now I have 46 words, okay? Moving right along. Now, if you go down to the next page, you can see, again, it says Rasmussen 3. So it keeps changing my page number so I know my header was inserted correctly. Now, when you get to the last page of your paper, you have one more item that's going to be in the document that is your paper, and that's going to be centered, works, cited. All right, so I'm going to again show you how to do this in class, but again, your last page in your document is going to be your works cited, and this is where you're going to list all of your sources that you quote in your paper. Okay, so let's review really quick. We're going to insert a header with our last name and the page number. We're going to make a cover page that has the title of our paper, our heading information, and an image of some kind. Okay, you are not allowed to title it research paper. It needs to be titled something that reflects your argument. Okay, on page 2, I should see again your heading, that the same thing that we did on your outline, with your name for AP English 2, my name, and the date. Okay, that should all be on the left side. Then we're going to center our title and start typing our paper. Lastly, we're going to have one more page titled Works Cited. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. I will talk more about the works cited in class, so make sure you bring your sources. And thank you so much.